That way I don't have to explain it twice. I'm going to explain it twice anyway, but it doesn't matter. Maybe YouTube will show me love twice in one day. Normally they'll put out notifications a day and that's it. If you do any more live streams or videos after that, they won't notify anybody.
You did 3 the other day.
So the safety of the community and bond. The Supreme Court ruled that the safety of the community shall not be an issue when a judge is considering bond. Not only shall it not be an issue, they shouldn't even consider it, which is how it's supposed to be. Why is that? The presumption of innocence, right? If you're presumed innocent, then the safety of the community can't be considered because you're presumed innocent, and they're innocent, and there would be no factor of safety or putting the community at risk with your arrest or release, right? If you're presumed innocent, there's no safety factor there when it pertains to the community. And that's what the Ohio Supreme Court says. They're trying to make a constitutional amendment in Ohio that says the safety of the community is to be considered when a judge sets a bond amount, which totally does away with the presumption of innocence, because if the safety of the community is a factor, then you're automatically presumed guilty. Which they already do that shit anyway. I mean, I've had crazy ass bonds before when I've been arrested. $100,000. I had a $100,000 bond on a misdemeanor one time. I forget what it was for. Something stupid. But it shows where this country's went. You know, it's no longer about liberty and freedom and the presumption of innocence. It's about socialism. It's about collectivism. It's about what's best for all, not for the one. So is it best for all if we take all the guns from one? Of course it is. Because then the all doesn't have to worry about it. So it's majority rule. It's democracy at its finest. And democracy is evil, and some people know that, most people don't. But it's just going to continue this downward spiral until there's nothing left. And nobody cares. Everybody's going on with their lives. You know, I've been saying it for a while now. The best thing that can happen is we wake up tomorrow and there's no power for about a year or so. Maybe 2. And weed out the week. See what happens. But that'll never happen. But I think that people need to, you know, the sheeple of Ohio are really going to run out to the voting booths and try to get this constitutional amendment passed. And, you know, I mean, like, it's a fucking constitutional amendment stating that judges must consider the community safety when setting bonds. Like, think about how screwed up that is. And the people will go for it because if the cops arrest you, you're automatically guilty. We all know that cops just don't arrest people unless you've done something. You have no worry. You have no reason to fear the police. You have no reason to be worried unless you commit a crime. Bullshit. There's been all kinds of people. I said earlier, there's been 180 people in this country executed who they later found out were innocent. That they know of. How many people do they not know of? How many people are in jail today who legit did nothing? I'm not just talking about like legit did nothing like they had some weed on them. I mean legit did nothing. Didn't even break the rule, you know, the rules that are put in place that the thugs enforce. There's a bunch. You know, not everybody claims to be innocent, but there's some people that do, and Amish people out there with a skid steer in the middle of a bunch of Amish people out there with a skid steer in the middle of the field. But I think it's fucked up. But there won't be nobody to stand against it. Nobody's going to stand up for those people and say, hey, wait a second here, guys. If the judge must consider the community safety when setting a bond, then the presumption of innocence is gone. Yesterday, they would not let me in the courthouse with my shit. Because of your shirt?
What?
What does this shirt say? What is this? I can't see what it says.
I don't see what you see.
In Texas.
Ask me if I just do what I want anyway?
No, it says, I want to fight my ticket yesterday. They would not let me in the courthouse because of my shirt.
Hold on, maybe I gotta...
Fuck gun control. No shit. Well, just like that, man. This shit's crazy. In a lot of court...
I don't see that.
A lot of courthouses, you can't even... It's probably because it says fuck in it.
Oh.
In a lot of courthouses, you can't even take a camera in anymore. So if the people are the media, I legit am a media source. I have Freedom Inc., Freedom Inc. 2, and Freedom Inc. Show on multiple platforms. So am I a legit media source? I would say somebody that doesn't even have any kind of platform to put it out could wake up today and be a media source for the public, but they won't even let you in there with your phones because they don't want the public knowing what's really going on. And then the public stands by their old saying, you know, if you don't do anything wrong, you don't have shit to worry about. Okay, you keep on believing that until it's your turn, motherfucker. And that's what it is, and that's why people continue to support the police. Everybody supports the cops until they have a super bad experience with them. And then they're like, wait a second, something ain't quite right here. He has been the Hamilton County prosecutor for forever and a day. And he's a real piece of shit if you ask me. He was the prosecutor when I was prosecutor over the golf ball shit. And like, everybody knew what they were doing to me. It wasn't a secret. Like, he has to know about those cases even when the assistant prosecutors are the ones. My bad, we tried again. It keeps cutting down. So what'd you do about the ticket? Did you say hell with it and you're not going to pay it? Then fuck them, they won't let you in. I mean, that's ridiculous not to let you in because of what a shirt says. Like the shirt, like, it's just, it's out of control. And the thing is that where you're at and where I'm at, there's really no way. I mean, I guess I can fly down to Texas. Well, I can't fly because I don't fly. I guess I could drive down to Texas and stand beside you as we raise 10,000 kinds of hell for them to let you in the court, but they're still not going to do it. They know whether, you know, we might make it through the doors, but they're going to arrest us both or kill us both. They had to kill me because I ain't going to jail. And you know, it's just we're too far apart until people start building communities and coming together and getting closer together so that they can support each other. Nothing's going to change. It's going to continue to get worse on a large scale. So, I don't know. But it could all be stopped. But, you know, how many people out of the, you know, there's probably, how many people you really think in this country? 400 million counting the illegals? How many people in this country do you think genuinely want to be free and want everybody else to be free? So that's the asterisk, want everybody else to be free. Because everybody wants to be free, nobody wants everybody else to be free. Well, most people don't anyway. What, a couple million, maybe? Maybe a couple million of people, if that. There's a lot of people that say they want freedom, and they want people to be free, but then or argue that you're wrong about something they know nothing about. Tell you that your religious beliefs are the stupidest thing they've ever heard. Yet they believe everything they're told. How fucking sad. That's pretty stupid. Believing what you're told just because you're told it. With no facts behind what you're being told. And like I said, I would expect a constitutional amendment to pass if it gets put on the ballot for this. Because people are just stupid, man. They're easily led. And people are the most easily controlled animals on the planet. You know, just show some shit on the news, say something that catches their ear, and they will continue to repeat what they've seen or repeat what they've heard. You know, you still hear people on today, law-abiding citizen, like that. That little phrase irks me. Especially when it's people that claim to be pro-freedom or pro-rights. I'm a law-abiding citizen. So you're just some bootlicking fuck that does what you're told. Well, that's why they're making gun control laws. They, you know what I mean, to take your shit away. Because you're going to hand them over because you're a good law-abiding citizen. Good little law-abiding bootlicker that'll, you know, that will send your $20 to the local FOP. And I still have a state highway patrol call on my phone wanting donations. I'm like, you ass clowns. You guys do zero how the fuck, how did you get my phone number anyway? I know how they got it.
Tap your phone.
No. That's not how. I'll tell you when the live stream's over. It has nothing to do with me, though. I will say that. Our phone, when we have our phones are switched around, and we don't keep, they're not in our names. Try not to keep it in the name. There's really no reason for it now because they know everything about everybody. But the problem with the safety in the community is when it comes to this quote unquote, this what's quote unquote what's going to be a constitutional amendment if they can get on the ballot, who decides? That's always the question. If we're going to do something subjective, who's the one who gets to decide? The judge? I mean, they already play ransom. Bond is no longer bond. The intent of bond is to make sure you come back to court. It's not to make sure you're not out committing crimes because of the presumption of innocence. It's assumed that you're innocent. The toter homes are expensive. I just seen one. These are godly expensive. What was I saying? I'm sorry. Total brain fart. Totally lost track. But anywho, if you live in Ohio, you better start telling your friends to be against this shit, why they should be. Because the day will come that it'll be their turn on the chopping block. And, if you have been arrested for any crime, the safety of the community in the judge's eyes will always be at risk, no matter what it is. If you get caught stealing a Snickers bar, what if you steal a Snickers bar and they try to stop you and you swing on somebody or you pull a gun out? You know what I mean? Like, it's so subjective and it will be so gray that it would, like, I know it's a ransom. It's no longer a bond, it's a ransom. You know it's a ransom. But other people don't know that yet. I mean, look, in most counties of Ohio, just like here in Tennessee, or here in Tennessee, in Benton County, there's one bondsman, who happens to be buddies with all the sheriffs and all the town cops. Why? Because he also owns one of the only tow truck companies in town. It is the only tow truck company in town. So what do you think happens with that? You don't think he knows the judge too? Hell yeah, he does. They do the bond shit, allegedly, so that it saves the court time and money when people skip court. But it's about kickbacks and more kickbacks. And anybody who says it's not is a clown that doesn't pay attention to what's going on. Claremont County, Ohio. For years and years, Darren Miller was the misdemeanor magistrate. So just about every arrest, unless you were indicted prior to your arrest, went through Darren Miller. Every bond was set through Darren Miller. And Charles Miller, which is Darren Miller's uncle, was the only bondsman right there in that community. A lot of times, Cincinnati bondsmen or bond agencies wouldn't come out to Claremont County to bond people out. It just wasn't worth their time unless it was a super high bond. And most people are paying $40,000, $50,000, $100,000 bonds unless they're stupid asses like me, and then get out for 4 or 5 days and beat up, or no, my bad, scratch that, are there when somebody falls through a window. It don't matter. Yeah, I didn't really throw him through the window though. We were fighting and he went through the window. I went through the window with him. It wasn't like I threw myself through the window. Actually, I could still be charged with that shit because it was dismissed, but it wasn't dismissed with prejudice. But that dude's a junkie. He never was shoved to court for nothing. He didn't show the last fucking year they tried to prosecute my ass for that shit. But yeah, like if that happened more often, the world would be the way it was. If every time somebody told on somebody, if somebody chucked them through a fucking window, or they fell through a window when you were walking by, or they tripped and stumbled and fell through a window, or you just punched them in the goddamn mouth, the world would be a much better place. Like, people don't just, like, for instance, everybody know what that. Everybody needs to be heard. There's a dude on Facebook make magnesium out of dirt, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, look, dude, you're full of shit. You have no clue what you're talking about. Why just talk to be talking? Does it make you feel important? You know, and I was probably a little bit, I was a dick about it. I was. Because that shit aggravates me. It aggravates me that people just need to be in the conversation for no reason other than they just want to talk. I don't know. And it's not like you get to hear yourself talk. You're on Facebook. You're typing. Does the likes give you like a dopamine hit or some shit? And it makes you smile or giggle like, yeah, I got 22 likes on my comment. And then they make you look like a dummy. At the end, he said, you don't have no clue what you're talking about. You're not even from around here. So I put, well, what does from mean, first of all? Because, yeah, I live here. You know, do you see on my profile where it says Camden, Tennessee? Second of all, you stupid fuck, I was just working there Thursday. This is like Sunday or something. I was just working, not today when I wrote this. I was like, I was just working there Thursday. So what do you want to tell me that I don't know now? I think he actually deleted the thread, which is normally what they do when you file, you know. But then they, you know, when you call them out of their bullshit, they get mad and then they start arguing with you. Right? I mean, it's the way of the world. It's everybody just like voting for a constitutional amendment to have judges consider the safety of the community. The safety of the community was not what's important, man. Like, when did this socialist collectivist bullshit start? You better get off my ass. You're going to get hit by a bunch of rubber. Your brand new Infinity. I ain't paying for that shit. Hit your ass. God, people are dumb. I'm sorry, but at 80 miles an hour, the last thing I'm going to be doing is riding somebody's ass. Like, I mean, people don't think, that shit will stop the first time you hit something doing 80. You know how I know that shit? Yeah, because I did it. And all that stupid shit on my driving pretty much stopped right at that minute. I was like, yep, no more of that. And I won't even follow anybody close that day. I was just driving. Go ahead, come on. You want to get around me? Go, go, go. Come on, hurry up. Open road, all in front of you. Now they want to go slow. I don't know. I just think that I know. I see what's, you know, I probably don't see the whole picture, but I see a big enough part of the picture to know that it's not looking good for us. It's not looking good for me. At least just being left alone in the world. Too much trouble to leave one person alone, because then they'll have to leave everybody alone. And plus, the majority wants it. So, you know, it's about what the majority wants. It's not about what's right or constitutional or freedom. It's about the majority. It's about the law-abiding citizen. Those who want the government rule. It's not rule of law. Rule of law is our Constitution and government staying within those restrictions. That's what rule of law actually means. It doesn't mean government creates rule like King George and then you stay within those rules, or else like the colonists and to be executed by the redcoats, now the police. I can't read your comments. I wish I could. I try to do that while I'm driving. What's that guy?
Sure.
What you got in your hand? Are you watching me?
Huh?
Are you watching my live stream?
I have it open up with tabs.
Oh, I can read the comments. I can't read them. They're commenting to me, but I can't see what they say because I got to drive. Can you read them for me?
Yeah, which ones do you want me to read?
This start, I guess, and go back up a little bit.
Let's see.
Brastar just left so long. So, what did he say? DC staying within DC so much for that. Yeah, I mean, like, it's everywhere, man. It's not just the federal government. You know, people point to the federal government and act like their state governments are so great. Like, state governments suck as much as the federal government does. They're just as complicit in oppressing you if not more, because the states are supposed to have the power over the federal government. The federal government only exists because of the states. Like, it was created mainly, the main purpose of the federal government, the main reason the federal government was created from the Articles, the main reason we went from the Articles of Confederation to having a federal government in the United States was for defense. That's the main reason. But, people don't care about none of that shit. They don't care the whys or the who's or whatever. And now the federal government does exactly what some of the founders feared, and it just does what it wants because the states don't do anything. They don't enforce the 10th Amendment. It would be simple to do. It would literally take a phone call, and then acting upon what is said in that phone call. Like, literally, like, ring, 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 White House. Yeah, tell that motherfucking bitch in that Oval Office, if he sends his boys in my state, we're gonna fuck him up. Click. Maybe a news interview after that. Hey guys, if you see any of these dickheads that ain't supposed to be here, whatever. Remember when that one sheriff was talking about deputizing everybody in the county? I don't agree with it. But I think everybody being a deputy is a lot better of a fucking ideal than having a select few. I'm still waiting for all this good cop shit to happen. Like, I'm still waiting for somebody to do something good. Even old Chicken Neck Fairy, the old Chicken Neck Zombie Fairy, the Gobbler. That's his new name, the Gobbler. How long has he been a cop now? A couple years, maybe. When's he gonna do something good? Like, he said he joined the Gestapo to change the Gestapo. How much change is actually happening? What's going on? What's he changing? Nothing. Because the last video I watched that somebody had sent me where he spent fucking an hour and a half talking about me or whatever it was, which I never watched it. I watched 5 minutes of it. And then I just said something, so I was like, the whole video was about you. I think it was Red Reaper that said the whole video was about you. All he does is talk about all these altercations he's in, like trying to beef himself up. Like, who the fuck are you in altercations with, man? Some woman hitting bitch? Like, I just joke about knocking my woman around. I wouldn't actually care. She'd be pissed, wouldn't she? What Brad started to say, it's legal here. I can't say shit. It's legal. It's legal here. Try to figure it out when I'm driving. Just like illegals. You know what you do with illegals? I can solve the illegal problem today. Today I can solve it. Making a death penalty case to jump the border. It's not hard to prove. It can be factually proven without witnesses or any of that shit. And then they go down to the border where they're all crossing and be like, hey, here you go. Here's what's going to happen. No, I don't think we should give the death penalty. I do think we should make a trebuchet, though, and send them back. That'd be cool. Trebuchet in Mexico back across the border. Just my opinion. I don't really think we should do that either. It's bullshit. But, you see, you just, I don't know, man. The country's so fucked up, there's just no fixing it. It's over with. I just wish they would let's get to the good stuff, man. Like, let's lose power for a year. Or where's these food shortages at? Let's see the survival of the fittest when that shit happens. Let's see what really happens. I want to see the day when all the preppers run out of their preps and they don't know how to do shit but eat from a damn Patriot Pantry bucket. That'd be a funny day. Well, they'll put that shit on if there was electricity, I wonder if they put that on YouTube. I've been seeing a lot of cab overs lately. I see two of them go by. I see one go by the for sale sign in the front window. I guess the cab over's coming back here in the States. Maybe they use them overseas. They still make new ones overseas. I don't know if they're making any new ones in the U.S. I'd like to drive a truck. I'd last about 3 days and I'll be done. I get to see the U.S. and be like, yep, it's time to go home. So, all right, I'm done with my conversation. What do you all want to talk about? That'd be awesome, yeah. Hey, baby, got my glasses over there? So hopefully, I'm hoping this. I'm going to keep doing working for myself. Not that you guys care about this. Instead of, I don't like working for other people, man. Like, just working for other people ain't my gig. Even if it's an easy job and I make good money, it's just not my gig. I'd much rather work for myself. And like, I'm doing pretty good. This is all the different shit. Well, I guess I can show you some phone numbers. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people call me just since this morning when I woke up about jobs. So it's starting to pick up. I got some bigger jobs coming up. Still got to do this. We're going to have a lot of what are them cars called, Side Guy?
Huh?
Have you been seeing all the trailers pass us? All these race cars, trailers pass us?
No.
Keep watching over there. Race car trailers keep passing us. I forget. They're not Formula One. They're enclosed cars. The ones with the windshields and shit. The single windshield wipers.
Those are formulas.
They Formula cars?
Yeah.
No, it's not it's not a Formula One car.
Oh, yeah.
It might be a Formula car. I don't know what the name of the race is. I know they usually do it in Europe. I don't know. There's a Peterbilt. You imagine getting fucking craned by one of them bastards. If you know that shit, you hit somebody going that fast, it'll all be over with. It's a beautiful day out today, man. Freaking beautiful. It's just
I
about.
wish we could work on the Banshee today.
I know, man. We gotta make a day work on the Banshee on.
No one fix the clutch so we can go on a
I
ride.
know. We gotta fix the clutch and we gotta change the handlebars on it. We need to go ahead and buy some pro taper bars for it. But Daddy's gotta save us a little more money. I gotta do a couple more jobs this week. And we'll do that, okay? Put some bar risers on it. We need to go get that other frame. Switch everything over to it.
Dude, I don't want to really do that, man.
I don't either, but you could probably do it a day, a long day. It's better than, riding the way it is, it makes it harder than what it needs to be. It's not hard, but
I mean, Dad, we're going to have to literally rewire everything.
hey buddy, it's all plug and play, man. There's a wiring harness. You just unplug everything. It all plugs right back in. You're gonna cut no wires or nothing. I already cut all the shit off of it and don't need. I didn't cut it off. I unplugged everything on it that wasn't needed. I got everything taped up so you'll know what it is. It's super simple. You got it, bud. I know you can do it. I have faith in you. At least you got somebody, like, if you mess up, you come back and have extra parts, you can be like, hey, Dad, I got a problem. I didn't have that luxury when I was a kid. My dad could put on, like, starters and alternators and shit. That was about the extent of it, though. Isaac's is not 10 million.
Did you have a Banshee when you were a kid?
No, I didn't. I had a 250R.
Yeah.
I wish I still had, but I was stupid. Mine was ragged out though. I mean, it was still a 250R, but it was ragged out. Plastics were all beat up on it and shit. care of it. I'll get another one one day. One day. NASCAR? No, it's not NASCAR. Well, the next time I see one, I'll show you. I've seen about 30 of them. It's like, so they race them on the road race courses, and normally there's a bunch of different kinds of cars when these cars are racing. There's different classes of them, but they're like center seat. I don't know. I'll have to show you one if I see it. Must be control. I don't know. If I remember, I'll let you know in a different live stream or some shit. But anyway, back to the point at hand. If like bond is meant to ensure that people come back to court, not meant as a ransom, not to ensure the safety of the community, none of that shit. Because if the safety of the community can be considered, the presumption of innocence is gone. So if you live in Ohio, don't let that shit happen. Because you will live to regret it if you do. And if you vote for it, you'll really live to regret it one day. I don't know, I'm sure it's some formula series. There's some nice ass trucks though, I know that. Well, I'll see what pop by the time we pop over this hill right here, then I'm gonna call it quits on the live stream. I don't know. I don't see one. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna jump off here. You have a great day. Just stay safe. Thugs be thugging.